Dude, my neighbor's just getting like swarmed by bees.
Dude, that's sick.
Dude, and she was like, it was weird because she was like immobile. And like obviously she's like 95, so like she just alive? Wasn't. Yeah, I mean I left as soon as the ambulance came.
Jesus. That's
sick. Monday morning, everybody's awful work. So like she's doing the like a tree in the corner, like I don't know, I guess like a fern or some shit like that. Yeah. And then like all of a sudden I just see like a army of and then they're like in her ear like stinging her, and I'm like I don't know, and she like can't hear me because she's like borderline deaf or like is deaf. I'm a loud ass motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. So like I think she got stung by a couple and like just wasp or like no, they were full on like the size of me. Look at these. These are fucking sick.
That's not good. Yeah, we gotta get it clean.
So Greg, okay, so first of all, good morning. What a way to start a vlog. So who's this for?
This is the lady I got the one car for.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's a girl you want it for?
Hmm?
It's a girl you want it for, or want it from?
She is an older lady.
That's sick.
What do you? Oil change and just like a detail.
Fire. So that's like sick. So we're at Greg's because Greg's bringing NSX. Chris is bringing the Evo, and then I'm gonna bring the Supra. But the reason why we're here is because we're gonna use Greg's plate. Wow, those are weird when they're off the car. Those are HREs?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. So yeah. How much can you even get for those? Do they have the value? Fire.
No NSX wheels, value.
I was gonna say the fitment's whack.
Only NSX fitment.
That's sick. That's fire. Sucks. So you probably sell even the rear is weird, or?
Rear is not bad.
But you want to sell it as a set, right?
Plus 40.
That's not terrible.
Onto the shop, 17x8 plus 36.
Hashtag Brazzers. It's fucking sick. All right, so yeah, we got to do work to the. So Greg's washing NSX. I have to go home and do what I was supposed to do this morning before my neighbor decided to be immature and get attacked by bees. Just kidding. I hope she's okay. But yeah, now we have to wash the Supra. We're gonna wash it probably a little later because I have to go home now and do client work. I have to eat. I ran out of the house because Greg was here, and I don't want to come when he wasn't here. So we will pick up at the house. What an eventful morning! It's Monday, right? Everybody's off today because of the holiday. Yeah. Not me. We're getting stung by bees. Happy fucking Monday. Dude, Andy. Thomas Shelby is still there. I got a beat. He's fucking like a quarter in this big ass spot. Okay, so we're back home. Got breakfast. It's really quick. I love Doritos. So we got the plate. It was a little weird, but we got the plate. I thought the car was that great. It's not. We got the plate from the GTR. We had to wash it. I don't think we're doing anything crazy. I think from now until pretty much washing the car, it's just gonna be work. I just finished editing a video, and then we have a gym session later tonight. The turnout tonight should be pretty sick. I'm gonna hit up Andy and Greg and see like where we're rolling out, etc., and shit like that. That way we can get everything going. But let's get this down. Let's get the Supra out of the garage, and let's start washing. This shitty hood is that's not the Z-Tune bumper.
It has to be a GT. No, that's a S. So look, hold on. Let me show you real quick. 2, 3 pieces. You heard me? That's usually S-Tune. Z-Tune is always going to be this big piece and then just a lip, which is 2 pieces.
Oh, so it doesn't have that extra.
So, but this, you can tell it's a GT because look at this. This is one. See, this is all one piece, right? Yeah. So this is a GT. Because if it was a real 34, like GTR, it wouldn't have all that. Carbon hood too. Yeah.
That's sick. I like the 34 wheels too.
I don't know. You've never seen it.
They come on it maybe, but it's kind of a weird color too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. So this thing's already blocked, man. That's crazy. You guys remember Pete Supra? Was? Jeez, man. He cut already?
Yeah, look.
Oh shit.
You cut all that shit already.
So guys, what these are is the inside of actually the rear quarter. So when you're showing Chris right now,
I got a hole for I got a weld in a hole right there. Welded the 2 panels.
so basically when you cut the quarters, it separates from the car, so you basically have to re-pull it back up and weld it. That's what he's explaining to Chris right now. Because if now Chris wants to run an aggressive setup, he can now do it. So obviously this is really weird because I said we weren't doing anything today, but Chris is like, let's go check the Supra out. So long story short, Chris now owns Pete's Supra, which obviously if you saw the car is getting resprayed and everything. There were like a couple panels when Pete got it from Canada that were like, some were painted and this and that, and when you're getting these cars it's super hard to like get perfect paint. That's why like I really hold mine near and dear. Said it the wrong way. But we're checking all this out. So obviously Chris now has the car, respraying it, re-getting it ready. I don't know if he plans on keeping it, but RSP is super crazy. Obviously right hand drive. You guys know which car this is. If you want to go back and check the videos that I did for Pete and stuff like that, go and run those back. But man, it's really weird seeing this car like this. It's actually insane. Because he's still got the BBS wheels, he's still got everything, but it's just really. So yeah, Chris is doing what, trim, everything, glasses getting replaced, the whole nine. It's just really weird seeing a car like this. Because this shit used to be that, well, like much shinier, but then over there are the bumpers and everything. But yeah, so they're doing good work, and Chris got like a retarded good price for this too. So I'm probably gonna try to update as much as I can because both myself and Chris are busy. But Chris actually gave me the address to this place, so if I ever wanted to come, or like if they call Chris and they're like, oh, they got a checkup, or I'm sorry, not a checkup, but the like an update, we can come and check it. It's not too far from me. It's like 20-30 minutes, but I wanted to at least get a before and then an after. Maybe I can't get the entire process because I'm busy myself along with Chris. So super good. So it's like a car ass day today, and now we still have to go home, wash the Supra, and get everything ready. So we'll pick back up at the house. Okay, we're rolling. Freeze in the hatch. Heavy rows. Back's kind of fucked. Heavy rows, chin ups. Probably another cable row. And we're gonna, honestly, not much talk in this clip because I'm exhausted, Andy's exhausted. Dude, the meet was fun. I didn't record a lot. It was just a lot of, G was there, Andy was there, Mike came out, Mike with Alyssa, Greg was there. So we just had a lot of fun. We saw a lot of people. Colin was there. And we left at the right time because Colin ended up texting me that like everything was fucked up. So shout out to Khalid for being a fucking idiot and literally blowing a red light and almost causing an accident. So, and then we mobbed it down to White Plains, dropped G off, and now we're here. I don't really want to talk too much. I thought like everybody was off today, and I thought like the gym would have been like less busy, but people are out here. They're working hard, so fuck it. Or they're being stupid, one or the other. I mean, being stupid does get you ahead. It puts you behind, but it gets you ahead. Fire. So honestly, not a bad day, not a good day. I was just talking with Andy. I'm like super, I think I'm coming down with something like this sickness, #disturbed. All my rage boys lock in. But super simple workout. I was just talking to Andy. I was like, so we did 2 scoops of the beach bum again and the lemonade. I always do 2 scoops of Thavage and a pump. Like that's the workout. I mean, very rarely will I do 1 and 1, and that's if like eating's been on a dime. So we had Chipotle pre-meat, like Shake Shack Milkshake Monday, and we got here at like 9. So it's all right. I mean, like the pre kicked till about 30-ish minutes, 30-40 minutes. So it did its thing. I'm not really too mad. we are gonna smash arms though. But just a super weird day because like we're tired, we're exhausted. I don't know, driving cars is just like fucking exhausting. But nonetheless, it is a Monday, no excuses. Even just like this simple work helped us more than it would have hurt us. So I'm gonna pose a little bit too. Back's a little tight from deadlift, so Friday's deadlift session was a little tough because like we're 2 days later. So yesterday I really felt it, and like going into it today. So what I was telling Andy, the split I'm gonna do now is deadlift twice a month, so once every other week. I'm gonna let you guys know probably the split. So because I didn't run the workout so raw, and like I wanted to show you guys as much, I'll break out the whiteboard tomorrow when as soon as we wake up, and I'll show you guys my split moving forward, because we're about just a little over, I think we're just at 3 months or a little over 3 months till the preseason. So super excited, and G's show has got me fired up because now we're going to a preseason together, and we are really gonna fucking push it. And who knows, maybe I might. So Andy's not coming tomorrow, so I might even hit G up and see what she's doing later, or even Greg, like tomorrow, and see if we can get a workout in, and that'll be like the start of another video. But the training videos the YouTube videos as of right now is probably gonna be more training oriented, because now that I know I can kind of just come in here and be like, just not super like fucking loud. That's the thing. Like I couldn't run the same thing I was doing at Vault, obviously, but the Serenity here tops it. The workouts are doing better. The training footage and vlog is taking a hit, but honestly, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but training comes first, I come first. Because without me doing it to the degree that I do it, I don't think I could be responsible to handle, one, all my clients, and two, just give you guys like quality content. You know, like I'm not gonna sit here and fucking do edits and shit like that. Like maybe we're getting into the slower months anyway. We may just sit down and kind of eyeball and like forecast kind of like what we're gonna do moving forward and shit like that. But we're just taking it day by day. I'm trying to put as much out on the table, even if the quality is ass. Not ass, but like there's always something good in every video, in my opinion. Whether it's not so much like a training footage, it's more so like advice and shit like that. So we're just finishing up here. I'm doing lateral raises and arms. I'm gonna pose a little bit, and then we'll pick up tomorrow with the whiteboard. Santa's coming to fuck you up.
That's sick. Where you at though?
Where you at though? Yo, so we like the whiteboard? Just kidding, we didn't leave yet. I kind of want to do, I wish Andy had a bumper. I was gonna do the 135 super long exposure and go to Wakanda. Be like, is this your prince? Nope. I called him Michael Jackson too. Michael B. Jordan. Dude, all right, so you see the low light on this bitch? It's
like an iPhone 4.
iPhone 4, did you guys catch that in the last one? If not, I'm gonna make it a short on YouTube.
iPhone 4 is better.
There's no way someone parked next to us.
You know they did.
Bro, that's crazy. Imagine, watch it be like an X5 M2, like a gay ass.
It's a Tesla, isn't it? I can't see.
Imagine he's waiting for us. Do you want to do a pull, bro?
So a Model S pulled up next to me, and I thought he wanted to run it, but he just didn't even roll down his window. Completely black windows. I was kind of upset.
I'm upset.
It is a Tesla.
That's sick. It's a satin one too. That's like the one we rented in.
Condensation.
That's cat. That's like the one that's like the one we rented in Cali though.
Look at the fucking windshield.
So look, see, dude, I can't even see the Supra. This can see the Supra. You see that? That's kind of fucking amazing, bro. So I think I'm gonna do some low light shots right here.
Oh, it's actually kind of fire. Look at the handles are different colors and shit.
This is kind of sick. Imagine you were in there.
Is it open?
Oh, it is, dude.
That's not.
Yo, should I do a good deed?
I wouldn't touch it.
Guys.
Nah.
That's crazy.
About to bust your door down.
Yo, imagine. That's crazy. I would look out for you, but I don't. Actually, he looked out for us. Look how much space he left us.
Oh shit, there's a whole parking lot.
He's mad.
There's a whole parking
He's
lot.
mad. I'm gonna go like all the way over there with the 135.
Gave us mad space. Hey, look around us.
Yeah.
No way.
Tell him, bitch. I'm like half in frame. It's sick. I think you guys can see that. Okay. So really quick, I have it on my phone. I'm gonna leave it down here for you guys. I hope it's in, if it's not in frame, it's nothing like crazy on the board, but if it's not in frame, I'm gonna have it in the description. So let's talk about my split. So 6 days a week. I personally start on a Sunday, Sunday through Friday. I don't take a rest in between. Saturdays are usually a rest, and I think also what I want to shed some light on is like the timing. Make sure you're picking a time that properly suits you in terms of the way it actually benefits you. So not that meal timing is crazy important. Again, this is for a general purpose for my full-fledged like bodybuilders and like clients who are like really on it. Just kind of like skip past this part because it doesn't really attain to you. But for the mass majority of people, you're not subjective to eat at a certain time or, you know, like do this or do that. Now can it aid you? Sure. But at the end of the day, it's just calories in, calories out. You guys, for those who have worked with me or I've even assisted or we elaborated on the aspect of it, can it aid? Sure. Is it everything? No. At the end of the day, it's just, I get the work, the busy life. I get that. Like, I don't really, as of right now, I don't lead a super crazy busy life. So my timing is pretty much to a T. Again, like unless we're doing anything crazy with the cars and stuff like that, but more time than most in my personal lifestyle. So figure out a routine first and foremost. I have done both. Now, labeled on the board is push-pull leg split. I have done both upper and lower and push-pull leg. They both have their benefits. I personally think if you have more time throughout your week, it'll be a little more beneficial to do push-pull legs just because you can finite and concentrate on specific muscle groups just that much more throughout the week. Now, that's not to say push-pull leg is dominant to upper-lower, because on somebody with a super busy schedule, if you can't really get that much in throughout the gym, then a push-pull leg would not be optimal. Again, in terms of like optimizing your growth and your progress and so on and so forth, I personally, the rule of thumb is twice a week you want to hit every body part. So my personal split now, moving into it, is as of right now, and I think this is like perfect the way like my preseason's working. Again, now this is just singulared out for like me. This is just simply what's working for me. And if you're working with me, you get your own process on like the way it's broken down, this is and that. So this is just strictly for me. Now, can this work for you? Sure. I don't know how well it will work for you, but if you want to run with it, hey, by all means, knock yourself out. Anything that helps you guys, it's free advice. I'm benching twice a week, flat benching now twice a week. On my pull days, we actually don't really do a compound. So on our pull days, we do our first day, which was actually yesterday, and actually the last YouTube video that I put up, which is we do pronated barbell rows, little heavier than most forms, not like sloppy, but it's not like perfect. That's my mass day. Those are the days I'll typically cable rows, you know, like high dumbbell rows, lat pull, like heavy lat pull downs. It's my mass builder day. On my second day, or my secondary day, and I also do chin ups. Because now on the flip side, on the secondary pull day, which would now be Thursday, we start with heavy pull ups. So just pull ups, pronated, which is just a regular pull up. That's pull up by definition, and then we do supinated, so wrist down rows. The reason why I'm running it that way is because now on my heavy mass day, I do a traditional row heavy with chin ups, and then on my volume day, I'll do heavy pull ups, so lower reps, heavier weight, and then volume on supinated barbell rows. Now, the reason I run it that way is because the secondary day is more of a detail day. So in terms of, you know, like rear delt work, single, like isolated work, single lat pull downs, just a little more focused on maybe like width, not so much like heavy rows, not so much like the grunt work of it. And I think that's probably the best way for me to not dumb it down, but just like to simplify it, that like I have a super light, because again, heavy pull-ups, you're not doing anything crazy. I've been doing pull-ups for the longest time, and I'm not doing anything crazy. So like, again, we don't want to get so heavy and, you know, forget the form over function aspect of the training and all that. So And my leg days are now, I've always squatted. I've done a variant of squat. Now we're doing squats and deads. So and again, this is a perfect time for the video because like my preseason now is just switching into this cycle. But I'm deadlifting twice a month, so it's once every other week. So we're squatting every week on a Tuesday. It's my first leg day of the week. And then on Friday, which is my last training day, I ended on a leg day, it'll either be hack squat with a hammy focused or deadlift with a hammy focused. So the reason why I want to deadlift is personally I want to deadlift. From a bodybuilding perspective, it's such a gray area because a lot of people are going to tell you if you don't have to deadlift, if you don't want to get better at the deadlift for the deadlift, don't deadlift. The risk versus reward is not worth it. But I personally love the movement. I love the way I feel. I love the way every once in a while I just want to rip some crazy ass number off the floor. It's just personalized to me. Do I have to do it? No. Is it hindering anything? Possibly. But I want to do it. In my opinion, the way I have become foreign to the movement because I dropped it, now have come back and learned the trajectory and the blueprint of the movement, I'm able to use my glutes that much more, my hamstrings that much more. Now, squats and hack squat, just any squat movement blows my quads up. I've never had quad problems. I've never had, like arguably now my hammies and my glutes are growing and I'm doing a terrible job recording, but like my off-season, preseason is just, it's fucking phenomenal. And I'm going to sit down with Andy and really like sit down and get like a schedule with him in terms of just like super raw workouts, just like how-tos, like literally just one video would be one workout session. Like that's how in-depth I want to go into the videos because they're usually like 15 to 20 minute videos anyway, the ones I put up. But that's how I run it. Push, pull, leg, right? Now, is this the end all be all? No, absolutely not. But at the same time, like this is what I'm currently running. Now I'm also, a lot of people are like, oh, you left compounds and now I'm back and I feel like I haven't missed a step. Compounds aren't everything, but they are something. They are a mass gainer. So I feel like in the off season, most bodybuilders are gonna choose a mass movement that they're able to they're able to like concentrate not nearly as much on the form. Again, take this with a grain of salt. Not necessarily concentrate so much on the form of the movement, but actually just kind of like lock into place and just be able to just push like raw heavyweight. Like again, I'm benching, but like off your chest, off the floor, on your back, like whatever. When you're in an off season, like you're not gonna be doing like when I was on prep. No, like and when I start my prep, am I gonna be benching? Am I gonna be squatting? Am I gonna be deadlifting? No, absolutely not. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the desire, and that's not the focus. I'm breaking down my body. I'm trying to fine tune the details and literally what I've been doing and laying down the foundation in the off season. So off season is everything. So I want to make sure everything I'm eating, both good and bad, emphasis on the bad, is getting put to work. I'm beating the shit out of my body just like I would if anybody were into an off season. Training has become fun. I've seen even G living vicariously through G going through her prep and her mother. I remember taking it back to my prep days where I was taking 3 scoops of pre-workout just to dumbbell incline bench. Like that's the energy. And now I'm like, now I can go in on a given day and just start flat benching, deadlifting, or squatting. I mean, still need pre-workout, but like the energy is there, and the energy from food is there, and the energy on just like a sleep level, rest level, recovery level is there. Because food, sleep, all of that, the way we recover is everything. And when you're that low into a diet and stuff like that, you're not really recovering that much, and you're breaking down your body that much more, and you're low in calories, you're increasing cardio, etc., etc. So that's how I'm running and moving forward. I don't want to make this too long of a clip because it is, 10 minutes, sick. And now, all of a sudden, this is a 25-minute video. But if you stayed this long into the video, please, if you have any questions, not just, even if it's regarding the upper-lower split or the push-pull leg split, the beauty behind personal training and why I decided to stick with it and like why it plays such a big role into, again, like I mentioned Project X in the last video for those of you that watched, is because like this is this is personalized to every said person. If I had a twin brother, he literally could not be doing the same thing that I'm doing. It's just not, we're not built the same way. Muscle insertions are different, this isn't that, etc., etc. So like, I like more of the in-depth videos every once in a while, and it's something you guys can learn from. It's something that I've just literally not lost time. I mean, I don't know, there's not a better term, but yeah, I lost time. But like, knowing that I lost the time is now why I'm trying to help the younger generation do it better, faster, and more efficient. Because that's just the name of the game. I've had people help me, just like even outside of fitness, having me do what they did at a younger age to become more successful, and then now I'm just trying to pass the baton on to the next generation, the next wanting and willing person that's willing to lead the next generation. And it's why I'm so proud of G and everything like that, because to do what she did it younger than I did, and I tacked on late into her journey. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I can't show gratitude or appreciation as to what she's doing for the sport, especially being a female. Because, I mean, let's label it as it is. Social media is a race to the bottom of the barrel, and there's nothing shy of it. But for those of you who are doing it the right way and the proper way, props to you. It's honest work, and we're often getting, not shunned, but we're not getting the spotlight in situations like that. So the last clip before this was Andy screaming, and I'm watching it over there as I'm editing, and that's sick. So guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you have any questions. Share this with your buddies. We're trying to get the algorithms going on YouTube. That is the main focus. I need to be doing a better job, and I know that, but I also do need feedback from you guys in terms of like, I literally had Andy text me today and was like, you said you were in Connecticut and you popped up to the next day, and it's just it is what it is. Like, there was no excuse, but I just have to get better. So find friends that are gonna keep you accountable as well. So fuck you, Andy, but we'll see you guys in the next one.